song. This is our own flag, the sign of unity. This is our nation, the mother of freedom. Welcome to my home. This is my motherland. And now the world will sing. All hail great Biafra. And now the world will sing. Freedom flag you've got it. And Biafrans will
Yes, sir. Once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscious people wherever you are all over the world, I welcome you to this segment once again. This is Radio Biafra Extra, and of course, we are streaming live through Radio Biafra London. Radio Biafra London is anchored by Mazi Uchi Ukafomefo, the deputy leader indigenous people of Biafra. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State. And Anambra State is Biafra land. Mazi Chumefo is the man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. This is one word that we will not be able to comprehend the mindset behind it, but one day we shall. He is standing in a deputizing capacity on behalf of our supreme leader, Amakukano, the one and the only man who stood up to defend the rights of the indigenous people of Biafra, who stood up to speak against the evil against us as a people. Almost 60 years, nobody have done this. And of course, he's the only man that commands the loyalty of the Biafran people. He is from Afari Beku. Afari Beku is in Umuahia. Umuahia is in Abia State, and Abia State is Biafra land. We can only pray that everyone who mean him evil, Chuko Kika Biama will put his feet on their neck. I am George Onyibe. I come from Abo. Abo is in Delta State, and Delta State is Biafra land. And of course, we want Chuko Kika Biama, because the enemy will fight, they are numerous. But the God have it, greater than them all. Greater than them all. Amazing. You will not understand until you encounter them. But my happiness is that in every encounter, they bear testament that we are genuine, we are sincere, we are fighting for our freedom, we are operating the temple of law. They can only gossip us from behind. If they come out openly, we will shred them. We are nobody, and we are gone as a people if they showed us unusual love and mercy. And then I humble myself before him. And I say to him as always, Chineke anyị dị mma o, Chineke anyị dị mma, etu ọwụli dowe ihe ule ya o, Chineke anyị mara mma o, asị m Chineke anyị dị mma o, Chineke anyị dị mma, otu ọwụli dowe ihe ule ya, Chineke mara mma o. Ibu Chukwu, Ibu Chim, Ibu Chukwu anyị si o, Ibu Chukwu onye na-abịa ọzọ o, Ibu Chukwu onye na-eme mma o, Ibu Chukwu anyị na-asị na na-ede mma o, maka n'eziokwu Ibu sọ mma ịhụnanya anyị na gị, obi ọma gị o juru anya dadi o, inwe gị mgbanwe o, ọ dị onye dị ka gị, bụ Alfa na Omega, anyị niile na-asị na na-ede mma o. Wehụ azọ nwa ọkụkọ ọhụarị ọṅụ, wehụ azọ nwa ọkụkọ ọhụarị ọṅụ. But of course we will proceed. If you don't understand what I said, I'm sorry, I can't help you. This segment, our topic is simply titled Constitution as a Weapon of Conquest. Constitution as a weapon of conquest. The greatest weapon against us as a people, the greatest weapon that have been used by the Nigerian state to conquer the Biafran as a people, has been the Constitution, which is also known as decree. It is not AK-47. Because without the Constitution or the decree, AK-47 will not be able to kill any of us. Without the constitution or the decree, because whether they say constitution, whether they say decree, in Nigeria they are all the same to me. Our people must understand this. We lament every day about AK-47, assault-rated rifles, nuclear warhead. The government of Nigeria is buying aircraft. They are buying grenade. To the extent that even in our leader parents' burial, they brought gun known as Winchester. But I tell you, the guns, the bullets, has not even killed up to what a quarter of what the constitution or decree of Nigerian have done. Because the killing. Some are killed by knife. Some are killed by being raped to death. Some are killed by being emasculated, economically starved to death. And the killers, the committers of this heinous crime, walk away freely with it. Why? Because there is a law, a constitution, a decree somewhere giving the backup. That is why today no Fulani herdsman is in any detention. No Fulani herdsman can be found in DSS. No Fulani herdsman can be found locked up anywhere in the whole of Nigeria. The world is aware of this. But they did not say anything. The constitution, the decree. But you will not understand. Let us see if we can be able to break it down a little bit. The weapon is also very dangerous. This weapon called constitution is worse than two-edged sword. That even though it is killing people in every corner, they still embrace it. This weapon called constitution or decree or law, as the case may be in this Nigeria, it is so dangerous that even when it's killing everybody, the people still embrace it. And when I hear some people say, we the people of Nigeria, that is how they present Nigerian constitution. We the people of Nigeria. Who are these we the people? For God's sake, is there anybody known as we the people? But all these are data. Biafra listening tonight. All knowledge of for how hopeless they are. We lament every day. They are killing us with machete. They have weapons to kill us. They even use biological warfare on us. If people don't know. Anytime Nigerian army is calling you to come for free immunization, that is biological weapon they are using against us. Because the same people who are killing you with AK-47 could not have possibly be taking care of you. But you will not understand. If you are a Biafran, you consider the number of people that have been killed in Biafra. At the same time, the government of the day does nothing about it. And they are calling you, go and take immunization from 10 years to 40 years. We are here to make you see if you can see. We are here to make you to understand if you can still comprehend. This weapon known as constitution, it is also called decree or law. They are worse than two-edged sword. Worse than two-edged sword in the sense that it leaves you defenseless. But the worst part of it is that the people embrace it. No, what did the law say? What did the law say? This is against the law. You cannot offend the constitution of. But the constitution of Nigeria does not back it up. But do we have Nigeria? And what do you understand is constitution? What do you know about constitution? Who wrote the constitution? What is constitution? What is law? This is Nigeria. We were on our own. And British government invaded our land. They met us peacefully. They said they want to colonize us, that we are behaving like animals. But at that time when they come to colonize us, we really don't have law. But we have principle that guide us. Get me right. we don't have law, but we have principles that guide us. And when they came, they bear testament that Africa is so rich that if they continue that way, nobody can measure their worth. Why was that statement made? Because no armed robber. We didn't build fence. I have said it time without number. In my grandparents' home, where I was practically brought up, our neighbor is a native doctor, community native doctor. But when I say native doctor, we have two types of native doctor. This one fall into the category of the evil one. The only thing they have power to do is evil, 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 evil. But the evil will not come to you except for your hand. As far as I can remember, they have been sharing boundary with my parents, my grandparents for over 50 years. And I know I lived in that house close to 12 years. There was no history of poisoning. There was no history of evil done to us as a people. By this, the one we call bad native doctor. We leave our pot of soup outside and cover it. Do you know our dog will not even eat any meat we put in the fire? People don't understand. Our dog cannot eat the meat we are the fire when we go to school. Dog will be looking at the meat. That is why our ancestors made a parable and said that in Kitan people will not understand our parable because today's dog, if you tie bone on their neck, they will eat it. But in those days, dog, if you tell them to watch over meat, they won't eat it. There was no need for police because we were civilized. But they said we are not civilized, it's okay. So they conquered us. They start changing our law. They replace our principle with their law or decree. They went to the Yoruba. I don't know what they met there. They went to the Fulani. Hausa. I don't know what they met there. But the bottom line is that they decided to amalgamate us. The Southern Protectorate and the Northern Protectorate. And they say, you, according to my leader, you are Nigeria. It's okay. From that day, they start pushing in constitution, law. This law, each of these decree, each of this constitution was not actually meant for the interest of the people. It was meant to protect the interest of the colonial master, nothing more, nothing less. And when or before and to just their purpose, to steal from Biafra land on notice, and to kill you whenever you speak up, by the law, by the book, imprison you, incarcerate you, you can't the book. And so when we talk about all the constitution before 1960, all of them were just a preparation for what you have today. Professor Ben Wabweze know what I'm saying. Because he is one of the greatest men that helped the colonial master to adjust the constitution to suit the looting today. He's a constitutional lawyer. I do not want to talk about Clifford Constitution, Mafose Constitution, and other idiot constitution. There is no need for that. But we are coming to the decree of Nigeria. And then from 1960, we managed those same constitution. Until we got to 19, a man who did not go to school. They call him Abdul Salami Abubakar. He did not go to school. But of course, he's a war criminal. He brought a piece of paper. He said, now the constitution of Nigeria. Hey, constitution of Nigeria. Hey, hallelujah. We have constitution. Allah Akbar. We have constitution. And everybody jump and follow him. They call it Nigerian Constitution. 1999 Nigerian Constitution as amended. As amended. In other words, the British decree as amended in 1999. Who gave it to him? And the title agree, affirm We the people of Nigeria. And from 1999 to today, people are still saying this is constitution of we the people of Nigeria. But nobody cared, nobody bothered. The question is, who is Nigeria? Nigerians want to know. Biafrans most especially, who is paying the brunt of the creation of the zoo called Nigeria. We want to know. And what did men push for constitutional conference? Men fought hard to see that we have national confab, but it never came. Why? Because when you have a national conference, a national confab, any grammar they want to call it, to review the constitution, you will see if men are sincere, if the world are genuine in their decision about Nigeria, Nigeria will close that day. Because people, who are people of Nigeria? Because me, I don't know. It's a German, the people of Nigeria. It's a full animal. Who are these we, the people of Nigeria? So today, we are ruled in Nigeria by a constitution that is written by one man who did not go to school. That means British government gave it to him. And they accepted it hook and sink. We, the people of Nigeria. And from that day onwards, we try to manage a lot of people to review the constitution. Before then, it was decree. Most of the evil and atrocity committed during the constitution was known as decree. Because when the military was in power, it is said that the constitution is suspended. So they use decree. When you break traffic rule, they take you to mobile court. And when you oppose the government of the day, trying to confront them about their injustice and sin against the people, they will court-martial you. That is how they kill cancer. It is decree. And when they say they have embraced democracy, they now call it constitution, as amended 1999. Goodluck Ebere Jonathan tried to create a platform where this constitution can be reviewed. When they got there, Obasanjo was gallivanting everywhere. I remember vividly well that in Bayelsa State, in that same concocted, arranged constitutional confab, somebody raised up his hand and asked Obasanjo a question. Obasanjo said to him, your papa, your mama. Those in Bayelsa listening to me know that I don't lie, but I say the truth. In a supposedly national confab, a man asked Obasanjo a sensitive question. Obasanjo, as idiot as he is, stood up and told the Bayelsa man, your mama, your papa. And of course, in that case, the army started making everywhere to be rowdy, and the man have to go. But yet they tell, we the people, constitution of we the people of Nigeria. Today, Goodluck dare not bring the of that national. To talk about it, DSS will tell you are corrupt. EFCC, all of them will chase you. And so nobody is able to talk. You see, the constitution or the decree have killed more people, have destroyed more destiny, has caused more harm to us as a people, more than AK-47. So when you are citing AK-47, oh, they are killing us, they are killing. What is really killing us is what you are not seeing, but we will reveal it tonight. Now, let me tell you what happened. If I have to look at how nations are conquered, let's go back to the Bible, because you understand the Bible very well. Nigerians are good in that. And God said to the people of Israel, I'm going to give you a land flowing with milk and honey. Abraham, leave all where you come from. Start moving. And finally, God gave him land. Somebody before. Make no mistake about that. But God promised it to them. Systematically, the people of Ai, the people of Amalekite, the Palestinian and other tribes that exist between them. You know, they change all their name. All those people in the Bible, they change their name so that you will not know the atrocity. Only 2 or few of them are still answering their original name. About 3 of them. Maybe Egypt. There may be, I think, Palestine. Is it Palestine? That is the Filipinos, or I think they changed, they adjusted their name. Then Israel. But something happened that made the land to be taken from them because they were ignorant. It was not every land they could take, even though God gave to them, because they were people who understand what is happening. When the children of Israel confronted certain people, they became family. But I won't go deep. And when the children of Israel along the line become careless, their land was taken from them. It was so bad that they were deleted from the map. And then wherever they were scattered, when they noticed the way they were killing the Israelis, the Jewish people across the globe, they knew they have to come back home. And then they begin to fight. Look as if it's impossible. Jerusalem was deleted from the Bible. The same way Biafra is deleted from was deleted from the map. The same way Biafra is deleted from the map today. But Israel fought. They fought for the land that God gave to them. They fought by the book. They fought by the brain. They fought by the mind. They fought with the soul. They fought with their heart. They fought with everything within them. Today, not only is Israel reinstated into the map, but the Jerusalem have become the capital. What am I saying? With that, the time of ignorance is the time where we think that what is happening in Nigeria is normal. Nigeria has paid so much money. The International Map Society organization, or whatever name they call themselves, they delete Biafra from the map. The government has spent so that the International Map Association, or any name they call themselves, they delete Biafra from the map. But believe me, our fathers has not done. They have been fighting back. Gradually, they are admitting, they are acknowledging that there was a country, Onyibe. There was, they are admitting it. Today, they can, when you say Biafra, they can say, okay, just don't worry, let's talk about it. They can give a view, but they will talk about it. It must hail Biafra. Men and women have to fight. If you do not fight, they will destroy you by the law. What we are doing here is the right thing to do. The only thing is that we are fighting with our soul. We are very emotional people. But believe me, we are not stupid. You fight with your soul. You fight with your heart. You fight with your might. For thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy soul, with all thy might, with all thy money, with all thy connection, with all thy ogomo, with all thy Jesus Christ, with all thy Holy Ghost, with all thy Allah. Thou shalt fight for Biafra land without reservation. Will you understand? But now they introduce constitution. They change the decree to constitution. If we want to go through the line I've done to us, we will not live here. But let's start from late Buhari and the imposter in Aso Rock. Since the assumption of office, for instance, of General Muhammadu Buhari in 2015, a total of 274 bills have been proposed. Decree 274. That shall do this, that shall do this, that shall go here, that shall come back, that shall not sleep, that shall waka. 274. Now hold on. Out of the 274, the Senate have so far passed 131 of this bill into law. Out of the total of 274, 131 have been passed into law. And then 29 of this bill has alteration bill. When I mean that 131 have been passed into law, which means that out of these 274, 131, they have it law. What are this law? We will take your land. We will kill you, nothing will happen. You will have oil, you cannot use it. We will bring Ruga, you don't have choice. Police will kill you and walk away. We can seize your land whenever we walk. Anything we like, we do to you, according to the law. 110 have been passed into law. Out of this 110, 29 of it has been alterated. What do I mean by alteration? They have amended it. The moment they arrest Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, law to enable them charge him by Sharia law. The moment they arrested Mazen Nnamdi Kanu or adopted him, they alterated the law to enable them charge him with masquerade. Are they not trying it on a show, Warren? Are they not trying to do that? That is alteration. 29 of Nigerian proposed bill into law have been alterated. They have tampered with it. And so when you are coming, I say, the people of Nigeria, according to the Constitution of Nigeria. Do you know the Constitution of Nigeria? I prefer and have more regard for you when you say according to the decree of Nigeria. Who wrote it? Can anybody come out and tell me that of the truth we have honorable inside that hollow chamber to be sincere? Let us continue. 114 out of this very law that we are talking about have passed through the Senate in what is known as concurrent bill. When we say a bill is concurrent, that means they begin to repeat it. They begin to rigmarole on the same bill. On the concurrent list, this bill continue to go on because it enabled them to. Every law that enables them to steal, they begin to recycle it. How will you understand what we mean by concurrent bill? Let me give you an instance. Only the Ruga bill have carried more than 5 names. When you hear grazing reserve bill, it occurred when he came back as list as Ruga. You say, no, we don't want a grazing reserve bill. They changed it to animal livestock bill. The name was laughable. They now change it to Ruga so that you cannot understand it. From Ruga now, it will turn to another one. Maybe the name of Ruga will be turned to China now. You will now hear say, according to decree, chan. But you are going to accept it. What am I trying to tell you? 114 of this law, their name have been changed all over. It's amazing. They will come on this direction. Oh, this is grace reserving bill. What is grace reserving bill? They will say all the land by the coastal region is government land. Move back 10 feet or 100 meters from the Atlantic Ocean. All the land there belong to the federal government. For what now? They say we want to build hotel so that it look like USA. Some will ignorantly be rejoicing. Oh, they want to turn USA. You are idiot. They want to take your land. If they take 100 meters from the Atlantic Ocean, there will be no Calabari, there will be no Okereka, there will be no Ogoni. Half of Akwa Ibom is gone. Half of Cross River State is gone. Bayelsa is gone. Delta State is gone. Urobo Ishekiri, you are gone. But you don't know it's in the law, constitution. And then the next thing you start crying, oh, how can they take our land? It's not good. Government should help us. They will not send you to Sambisa Forest. Most of you have forgotten that Babangida actually said to people in Delta State, if oil company is disturbing you, pack your load and go to the north. We will give you land. Babangida made that statement. But when you are left without hope, you will now move to the north. At all, no being bad pass, you will move to the north. But at the end, Fulani have taken your land, your central land, by the law. You are shouting with the people of Nigeria. You don't review this law. And then people say, no, it cannot work, it do not work. Chibuka Amechi know what I'm saying. They now change the name. Since grace reserving bill did not work, let's change it to animal livestock bird flu. They now change the name. Now put animal. They put chicken, bird flu. Animal life chicken bird. If constitution and find out we are telling you the truth. The moment you hear bird flu now or bird, You know, oh, they want us to train our chicken. Oh, they are encouraging us. And then the next thing you will hear, inside animal bird flu livestock, they will tell you, it's only 50 meters they want to take. That is concurrent list. While you are saying the name, they say these people understand English. Going with English name will not work. They now give you Ruga. Have you been delivered from Ruga? We are still talking Ruga. Don't let them deceive you. They have name of Ruga to another name. That is concurrent list. He keep appearing, but in different name. That is the one that is called Abrakatami Brakata. The more you look, the less you see. If you know that you know, and you are willing to know, go and look at what we are telling you. Our duty is for you to wake up. They are so desperate to take half of all the coastal region without even a bullet. And I tell you this. Tomorrow now they say good luck will be the president. I tell you, if good luck become next president, that will be a free ticket to conquer us. Because they will use this same constitution, they will finish good luck. They will tie him and remove all his teeth, all his claws. He will be dead and he will sign bill, everything they want. Don't rejoice. If President of America, Obama, will remove him from office, compare him to do what is against the so-called fraudulent constitution. Is it now you think one idiot will not from somewhere to manipulate him? Now you know. Don't rejoice until Biafra come. No, do not remove your guard. But tonight, I want you to appreciate one single fact. That among all these lists, let us consider only 5. Because something happened today. And it's amazing. Let us consider 5 of these bills. So that you understand that Nigeria is a greater weapon. I mean, constitution or decree is killing. He's going to kill more than you can imagine. If you do not sit up. Are you aware they have disarmed Biafra? Even 2 years before now. They came one day, everybody submit your gun, go back and submit your gun, or they submit your gun. But Fulani headsmen are no, they have disarmed you, Biafra. That is why you see them growing bold. But they are not ready for what is coming for them. I can assure you that. My brother have a gun, a licensed gun. He called me and said they say we should return our gun. I said, don't return the gun. He said, but it's registered. They know they will come for me. I said, but I will still insist, don't return the gun. But according to his faith, he returned the gun. He returned the gun. Maybe he have to go and swear Quran. That he will not use it to kill Fulani, then they give him back. Is that not what they do? Let us continue. So 5 of this law or constitution I want us to consider this evening is number 1. Nigerians wake up one day and say, oh, we have to put hate speech. Without hate speech, how will you correct people? Without hate speech, how can you talk to madman? You see a madman and you now tell madman, hello gentleman, how are you? You are the madman. You are the madman. There is no way you can, the Bible actually says, rebuke not an elder. Because there is no way you will rebuke an elder that it does not look like an insult. He rather say entreat them. There is no way you can talk to Nigeria without insulting the constitution. And that is why we come out openly. And if we don't do what we are doing, how will the world know that Nigeria is a den of thieves and only criminals associate with Nigeria? You see anybody talking good about Nigeria anywhere, whether it's a foreigner or in Nigeria, they are evil and they are criminal-minded individual. How will the world know? They killed so many people in Ebonyi 3 days ago. Nigeria media didn't talk about it because that is exactly what they want. But Radio Biafra will tell you what is going on. So what did they do? Let's stop them. Somebody now brought million. Stop hate B. And then he begins to say, anybody who use hate speech, we are going to kill him. You are idiot. You never see hate speech. You are very hopeless. Yoruba don't like Igbo. Hausa don't like Igbo. Fulani don't like Igbo. Allow Igbo to go. Is it not hate love? Being in one love. Put constitution for hate love. But we know you're for hate speech. And now you see, it doesn't have a part on us. Without Radio Biafra now, you will not see, you will not make PIM again. If you just make PIM, hate speech. If police slap you, his officer, why do you slap me now? Officer without office. He said that is hate speech. By now, the number of people going to jail, Biafrans would have increased. Ask yourself, what was Nigerian thinking when they were passing hate bill? Did they forget that late Buhari said that Nigerians are dog and chimpanzee, that they will soak in their blood? When they were talking about hate speech, did they forget what area boy who says Oba of Lagos? Have they forgotten what he said? Have they forgotten? When they were talking about hate, you see, there are things people say, but we are grateful to the Creator that we are here today. We are here to put the record straight. When we are saying hate speech is insulting people, but there are people insulting you with intelligence. Is that what you like?
If any one of you, I swear in the name of God Almighty Allah, goes against my good and body, inshallah. If any one of you, I swear in the name of God Almighty Allah, goes against my good and body, inshallah will be the next governor of Lagos State. I'm not ready to beg, appeal to anybody, and that's why I shall do and the governor says, that is your own. Even the two of them, they cannot disobey me.
That is love speech from Oba of Lagos. The only Oba of Yoruba. Yoruba don't have Oba. But to tell you Lagos is not there, they have Oba. That area boy was once a police commissioner. That out was telling you, if any of you Igbo, you vote against somebody, I will push you inside the river. What were they thinking? Are you telling me a man like that have the morality to come and talk about hate speech when they taught us after all? My brother, think again. The IPOB is the target, but of course they can't stop us. They will only beat around the bush, and then they go back to their cocoon. There is nothing they can do. These are the bill, your senators and your governors and your president. These are what the executive and the legislature. This is what Regima rolling to present to you. Are people not insulting Donald Trump? Only a tyrant will stop people from insulting them. The worst you can do is to respond. For you to trample on the right of the people, freedom of expression, you are an idiot. Bring your hate speech, we are waiting for you. And then they move ahead. And they say, social media bill. They sit again. How do we get IPOB? How do we stop Biafra agitation? Yes, sir, they are using data. They are using data. Let's pass a bill. Anybody who will go online and publish the people we are killing, we will now bill them. But you don't have sense. I'm telling you, out of how many constitution they did, all of them I'm talking to you are just for very laughable. Now they will sit down, vote billions, and the other one say, yes, I push the motion that we have to put a social media bill. No more data in Nigeria, cut off telecommunication, so that all these people cannot browse again. The other one say, I support the motion. We will cut off Facebook. When we cut off Facebook, we will stop WhatsApp. The other one say, yes, I agree. In fact, no more phone. Obasanjo made mistake. Why did he register company to have phone? Then the next thing, another chimpanzee will say, if you are support, say nay. They now say nay. If say kai, they now say kai. Ndiara. Then they come to radio, they have passing to be. You be just hey, are you watching what their so-called constitution is doing to you? It's killing you more than AK-47. But they've not passed it into bill anyway. I'm telling you, constitution Nigeria is making for you. And you really can't see that they are killing you with the law or decree more than AK-47. Because the decree or the law is what empower the Fulani herdsmen, the Miati Allah, the Boko Haram, and the rest of them to kill you and walk away. Number 3, I want us is the grazing reserve bill. All in an attempt to take your land. Of course, you know what that means already. The number 4 I want us to look at is rehabilitation of Boko Haram. There are a group of idiots going across Biafra land, raping women to death, young and old, slaughtering them in cold blood, killing everybody in the farm, carrying cow and destroying everything. They are walking freely. They are the bandit. They are the kidnapper. And somebody come and say, I sir. They say, yes, what do you have? Let us send them to our... Maybe all of us will start killing, no? So that bill can work for us. Because to be a policeman now, I go and buy my own cow. Buy like 7 cow. Carry AK-47. Police will not stop me again. We are Hausa Fulani cap and parade like them. Then we start killing everybody. Then when they catch me now, they will now send me to abroad for rehabilitation. But these people are clueless. Am I forging it? Are you not a Nigerian? A normal human being come and say, I sir, I am moving emotion. Let us take all this Boko Haram. You can imagine America say, hey, I'm Donald Trump. Let us take a Taliban to University of America. Let's train them and educate them. By now, he will be in the hospital. Psychiatric hospital for that matter. But if I say all this, your lawmaker, legislator, National House of Assembly, all of them are supposed to be in one psychiatric hospital. Native one, no. Not Onyibe, no. Ebuana Zondiera. Some people say it's a hate speech, it's a hate speech. But this is what they are doing. Did I make that law? It's in national dailies. Men, you think they are human beings. They just come and say, hi sir. They say yes, in Nakama. Put law, all these Boko Haram, we need to reward them. Let's put them back into the army. Then let's take them to diaspora and train them to be more advanced Boko Haram. Then the next idiot will knock hammer. Boom. If you are in support, say nay. Idiot will shout nay. He say if you are against, say kai. The same fellow idiot will say kai. Now say nay have it. Yoruba Gota Media will spread it. I have it, nay have it, kai have it, Ndiara. And they are killing people. And you never wonder why they can't arrest any of them. And people don't understand what we are trying to tell them. But we must continue. 51. Because of we all know that if Nigerians have steady electricity, all you be useless. A lot of industry have left Nigeria because there is no light. For instance, Elaine, a lot of company has folded down. I can give you over 1,000 because there is no light. They passed a bill. The question we should ask is that the person that typed that bill, is it not generator light he used to type it? Then they're like, we're going to pass a bill, I, Alhaji Gwangudu, I am passing a bill. Let us ban generator. If we catch you import generator, we sentence you to 10 years. Idiot, we say, if you are in support, say nay. It is equal to nay. If you are against, say kai. It is equal to kai. Because they thought you are nama. Is it not our Fulani chasing cow? They will be telling kai, cow. That is how they do in your National Assembly. But if these people have brain, if they can reason, there is no need to ban generator. All you need to do is go and connect light everywhere. When nobody is using generator, the generator will be there and die naturally. You don't need to ban the importation of generator, except you have a different agenda, which certainly you do. And that is what we want Nigerians to understand. That you make your law to kill the people, not to enhance on the life of the people. You do not have light. And some people say it's a welcome development where they ban generator and then they can work on electricity, but you are forgotten so soon. You are the one that buy pole. You are the one that buy transmitter. If your wire cut, you are the one that will replace it. In fact, if you fail to pay bill for the light they didn't give to you, they will come and cut the wire you bought with your money and take it. In fact, Nigerian constitution say that anywhere you mount NEPA pole, that land belong to government, including that pole you bought with your money, including the wire and the transformer. Once you buy it and you install it, you put it on the ground, it becomes federal government owned. You don't know your constitution says so. They are not thinking about how do we give these people light. But what they are thinking is, how do we take the light they have? Oh, they are using solar system. Go and look at that man now sponsoring this bill. It look like he have a company that is into inverter. Iran, you are an idiot. When they ban generator, they will promote the sales of inverter. And then the guy selling inverter will make more money. The highest thing you do is that 3 people will manage and buy one. Even if it's one solar panel, at least you use it 2 hours. You will still survive. That is the greatest sickness of Nigeria. Anyhow, God today, they must survive. And that is why we are here today. I said, go and look at the man passing that has concluded arrangement with a company that manufactures solar energy. They were the same people who destroyed electricity so they can sell generator. It looks like the people selling generator are not settling their well again. What exactly else you want to know about Nigeria that you don't know already? They are going to tell you, with the constitution of Nigeria, we have decreed and we are going to decree it. That is how it's going to be. It's going to be like this. Sponsoring bill to enhance life. They are not sponsoring bill to clean Ogoni up. They are not sponsoring bill to build university. No bill for free education. No bill to pay civil servant. No bill to take care of sick people. No bill to make provision for the people to become happy. The only bill they are creating is the one to give. Now let me tell you, Biafrans, it cannot get better in Nigeria. Your life will be worst. Everything they are doing with all these bills, one day they will put a bill to take your wife. You will still be looking at them. One day they will put a bill to take your son and your daughters. Have you not read about the rise of a king in the Bible? When the people demanded for king, God gave them King Saul. But there is something known as the rise of a king. To them, this king you desire, this king you have demanded for, he will take your sons. They will ride his horse for him. He will take your daughter. They will plant the vineyard. He can take your wife whenever he like. You will do anything. He will suffer you and you will cry to God. And the God will not answer you because you have rejected him. And you have chosen a king instead of him. The people say, yes, we want king. We are telling you today, depend on one Nigeria. They will take your son. They will put them in the army. They will go and fight Boko Haram. And they will die there. They will take your daughter. They will marry all of them and pregnant them and keep them ready. They will give birth to you. They will come back in the name of their mother and kill you. You continue depending on one Nigeria. All your property in Lagos and Abuja that you think no need for Biafra to come, they will still take all of them from you like Rufai have done before. Reject Nigeria like the people of Israel would have rejected King Saul and then save the next generation. The only reason why we are here is to ensure Nigeria is dismembered. Nothing more, nothing less. All over the world, they understand what we are talking about. Of course, our people must understand what our leader represents. Our leader represents freedom. Our leader is the voice of the voiceless. Our leader is the one crying in the wilderness, let Biafra go. If you are a Biafran anywhere in the world now, understand they will pass this decree. They call it constitution. They will echo it in your ear. But constitution says so now. They have killed more of us. They have damaged more life. They have killed more destiny. They have destroyed more souls than AK-47. All in the name of we, the people of Nigeria. All in the name of constitution and decree. Tell me one man who died, and let me tell you how constitution killed that man. Look for IPOB family closer to you. Only you can stop this constitution. And you don't need to shoot. You don't need to fight. All Biafran is look for IPOB family closer to you and join. Send us your name, your phone number, and your location. We will link you to the nearest coordinator. That is all you need to do. And those of you who are in IPOB already, don't let anybody deceive you. There is no 2 IPOB, no 3 IPOB. IPOB is IPOB. And we say what happened in land of Biafra. No 2 other persons say so. And our leader is Mazen Nandekano, the king of Afari Beku. And of course, at this moment, our lines are open. Our WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. 070-815-45642. The direct line is 081-221-52971. And the special number for the female is 081-288-58614. Call on WhatsApp, are you there? Call on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Call on WhatsApp.
I want to find out. Yeah. Hello?
Go ahead, please. Good evening from here.
Yeah. I want to find out the IPOB representative or coordinator in Benin.
You are in Benin City, right?
No, I'm not in Benin City.
You are from Benin.
My kid. Oh.
You are from Benin.
Yes, I'm a member here in Chicago, Illinois. The coordinator Chicago, Illinois coordinator Chicago gave me your number.
Okay,
so
drop
find out.
Drop a message for me, and then I will pick it up from there. He will be contacted. The person will be contacted tomorrow. Just drop a message on this WhatsApp. I'll follow it up from there.
All right, thank you.
The name, the phone number, and location.
All right.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you. Have a good day.
All right. And you too. Yeah. Yes, a caller on WhatsApp. Are you there? Caller on WhatsApp.
Yes.
Good evening, ma, from here.
Mazi, Onyibe, good evening. No.
Good evening from here, Evangelist. Happy New Year. Thank you, ma.
Biafra, we heard you. IPOB,
One family.
I want to sincerely thank my leader, Nnamdi Kanu. I want to appreciate God for him, for the kind of person God has given us to liberate us from this dungeon called Nigeria. I want to also thank God for Uche Mefo. I want to thank God for the radio anchors like you, Mazi Onyibe. Really, you have really taught us, you have opened my eyes. Yesterday, this morning, there was an issue that was raised by our sister about this indigene act which they are trying to pass in the National Assembly. So it's really bothering. I said I must talk. I don't know why our people are still blind. I'm going to talk to the so-called governors in Biafra land. If they think that they have arrived, they are at ease in Zion, I want to open the eyes of everybody concerning this indigene act they want to pass. that if they allow this indigenous act to
there is no more
come
Niger Delta or Delta Niger. Our people are gone. But of course, they will hear from us. Go ahead.
But people, the Quran, they say they want to dip in the. I just give me a little time. I want to analyze this thing. I want to call these governors in Biafra land. Biafra land extends from lower part of Benue and Kogi, and you have governors there who are sitting there. I want to call their names one by one. I want to let them know that this thing will also affect them. By the time I finish analyzing this thing, they will know that they themselves, it will start from them. These governors, you have number one, Enugu State Governor Lawrence Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi, listen to me. Number two, Ebonyi State Governor David Ato Umar. You are killing your people. You are giving that you become either vice president or president. You are wasting your time. You are selling your people, shedding your people's blood because of your selfish interest. Listen to me. Anambra State, Willie Obiano, Imo State, Hope Uzodinma, you started setting up Emirates in Imo State. By the time the hammer starts falling, you'll be number one. Abia State, Okeze Ikpazu, Delta State, Fayin Ato, Okowa. David, your name is David Nwaeze Umahi. Nwaeze Umahi. Remember what your name means. Nwaeze, which is the Chukwuka Biama? That is what your parents gave you. The God, Chukwuka Biama. You are representing wicked caliphate Fulani. You have Cross River State, Benedict B. Ayande. You have Udom, Gabriel Emmanuel. You have Edo State, Godwin N. Obaseki. Benue State, you have Samuel Laura Otto. You have Kogi State, Yahaya Bello. River State, Wike. I hear that you have soft spot for Biafra, but I am talking to you, all of you. Even Bayelsa State, Daoye, Didiri, all of you. You are occupying space in Biafra land. And by the time you are there, Indigenization Act come to pass, they are not doing it for us because they won't allow an Igbo man to become governor of Bauchi or Bruno, but they will make sure that governors of Biafra land, they are all Fulani. Even the senators, you are there in the Senate, all of you, Dr. Nnamani, you are my husband's classmate. You are my husband's schoolmate. All of you are there. You are learned. The Koremadu, all of you are there. This kind of international acts, if it passes, that is, we are all doomed. All of you, I'm calling all of you, I better rise up, call Nnamdi Kanu, the one God have called to liberate our life, to help us, that is, set up this BSS. Otherwise, you guys, but there's somebody that Lord have called Nnamdi Kanu to help us. If you keep quiet, it will start from you. Before you know it, the same way Hope Uzodinma, the same way you were brought into that place, that is how they will remove you, because Fulani that is all over the place, they become indigent. They will tell you that you cannot be there. Even senators, House of Representatives, House of Assembly, councillors, all of you, before you know it, everywhere will be Fulanized. Fulani will take over everywhere. You think that you are dealing with the people. The thing you are doing, it will swallow you. It will start from you, your children unborn. You are selling our land. I am calling on you, all of you governors occupying seat in Biafra land. You had better come together. Yesterday, the governor of Oyo State signed and the House of Assembly signed into law. Forget about all this sorcery they have used to blind your eyes, make you people to be talking in different directions. I tell you, you can call the bluff. You can call the bluff and say to help with caliphate. Come together before you will regret what you are doing. And we the people, it will not hurt us. It is you it will hurt, because our God, Chukwuka Biama, He will fight for us. And I tell you, it will not come to pass. But if you are there, this victory, the victory doesn't come to you people. By the time God will deal with you people, you will regret, you will fight. And about all people that call themselves Biafran. Onyibe, I was thinking about it. I was thinking about my father. My father died in 1977. He died at the age of 50 years. He was, check his age and check when he was born. He was born around 1925. 1925. I was thinking, then, if my father was born 25, means that he was like 11 years old when they joined Nigeria, when Nigeria was amalgamated. Then, who was my grandfather? My grandfather means that my grandfather was not a Nigerian. And many of these people, all of you, ganging up against Biafra, you are denying your parents, you are denying many of your generation, your belong to Nigeria. You are denying your father, denying your grandfather, denying your ancestors. By the time you are talking of one Nigeria, you don't belong there. Your father is just you. Israel, look at when Israel left Babylon. They have to trace Israel back to Aaron. It is just one generation, two generations. You are denying who you are. All of you are Biafrans. You are better go back to your root. Just like Onyibe said, your root is Biafra. Your root is Biafra. You are better go back to your root. Otherwise, when the God of our land will arise, don't think that God is. Hello?
Yes, go ahead. It's stable.
Hello?
It's stable now. Go ahead. You are stable now.
Hello?
Go ahead, please. That is what Zoo Epileptic Network does.
And again, I want.
Yes, go ahead.
And again, I want to call Mark Elliot Zuckerberg.
I think you have to hold on. You have to hold on. I will have to bring her back, and she has to complete her speech, because what these people do, what this Yoruba does, is to monitor any line. Making sense. They don't allow you to rest. But of course, they cannot run away from this crime. Let me bring her back to complete her speech. I must tell you, our people must be ready. Can you hear me, ma? Can you hear me now?
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Go ahead. Of course, they will feel in the end, because we are not going anywhere.
What I'm trying to talk to the owner of Facebook. Facebook, you have been fighting against our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You've been fighting against Biafra. You are fighting against your flesh and blood. You are using Yoruba to fight against your people. Now, sure, nobody has talked to you, but today, God said I should talk to you.
Of course, we will tell you that on Radio Biafra, we are fighting against flesh and blood. Criminals everywhere. You will not understand. And I can tell you, for record purposes, everything we are doing is on record. Everything. When you crack my audio, when you crack my volume, anything you are doing, we are recording you. My sister must complete her speech. Our people must get the truth. Are you there now?
Yes.
Go ahead, please.
So what I'm saying that I am talking to Mark Elliot Zuckerberg, the owner of Facebook. From now, God said I should tell you, stop fighting with the Biafrans. Otherwise, God's anger will come upon you. You are using your bars to Biafrans are Israelites. We are Israelites. We are your kids and kin. Instead of fighting and promote, fight you to see that you help now. Everyone, you are my generation. You are my generation. We are just the same generation. Our parents were not Nigerians, and so by the time you deny your Biafranness, it means that you are denying your root. Go back to your root. Your root is Biafra. You are not Nigeria. You are not Nigeria. So what's the Onyibe? I think I will end my call today, but I just want to tell our people, I want to tell these governors, these politicians, if this thing come up, it will affect you people more than us. It will affect you, so you better join hands together, call Nnamdi Kanu to set up BSS to defend our land. Otherwise, the agenda of dipping the Quran in the ocean, this one is what will the last straw that will break the camel's back. So the Lord bless every Biafran. IPOB.
One family. Thank you very much. We must continue. Our people must understand. I just told you that the Nigerian decree or constitution, as they call it, or law, whatever, killed more people more than AK-47. And they are going to destroy more, except you wake up. I don't want to analyze all the law they have, all the bill they have passed into motion and into law. I don't want to look at it. It's so much fearful, and if we do not stand up, you are not ready for what is coming. Honestly, I want you to check it. They are trying to even initiate another one, indigenous bill. They want to indigenalize you. But can you really see what is coming? But you will see it, don't worry. You come and Fulanize. You have finished building barrack. You have finished mountain checking point. You have finished take by the forest. You want to put the decree, the law, the real weapon to weaponize the people. And your children will not know. They will think Fulani, we are our neighbor. Begin to hear Enugu Fulani, Ikwere Fulani, Akwa Ibom Fulani, Ijo Fulani. In less than 50 years, your children will think we have been like that. We are not like that. But in their own land, they will not give you that space. And once that is done, they exchange you. Because Allah told them to wipe us out. Allah told them to wipe us out, that we are infidel. Both you that is in Yemen, including Yoruba Muslim, will not be safe. Yoruba Christian know this truth. But they think if you cannot beat them, you join them. Call on the line. Call on the line. Monitoring Spirit. Good evening from here. Your name and where are you calling from?
Do you see that our sister that just got last now? Child. May Chukwokika continue to bless you and their family forever and ever. Therefore, you have eye, but you cannot see. You have ear, but you cannot hear. Listen, I'm no longer crying for anybody. I have already finished crying, and I'm already on the gate of Biafra. See, let me tell you, nobody, as far as Biafra life is concerned, we Biafrans, we have find ourselves on this planet Earth. Before you enter into that gate, listen, I'm telling you this, it is a promise, it's not a threat. From morning to this moment I'm here now, I'm holding my offer. I have come out from the south, and I am doing my own work. Do your own work. Mgbe na-alọlụ Chineke, elekwala mmadụ ọbụla anya n'iru, n'ihi na Chukwu kere ụwa, ọ dịghịla ya n'iru, Olise dị n'igwe, ọ dịghịla anya onye kere ụwa ọ dịghịla anya Nnamdi Kanu is the only way. Come, shut up. Where are you? He is the only way, the truth, and the lie. Nobody coming into Biafra land except through him. It is not a threat, it is a promise. Come, shut up. And I ask you, my beloved father, continue to respect you because I know you are resolute. You have the mind to declare Jerusalem. Among all these Taliban facing our brother Israel, but he declared Jerusalem, did the word end? And let me ask you this question, my beloved father, Donald Trump, the number one powerful. Since they have decided to give you that title, God has declared to make sure you declare Biafra. That is the only thing that will make your name to remain forever on this planet Earth. Don't look at anybody's face. Nobody will intimidate you. We are ready to lose here. Just declare it. Don't send one soldier. I'm telling you, our leader said this before now. We are here. Our leader have brought us up. We are ready to, we are in the last. Forget about all this nonsense they are doing. Just declare it. I took what to carry aside you ask you this question as number one so that you say United Nations. This land you are building have, living on. Do you know the foundation of this earth? Do you know the pillars that hold this earth? You people should be careful. Our leader said he wants Biafra, self-determination. Is it not in the United Nations? The whole world gathered and God they said the United Nations. But they use their mouth according to my leader said that Nigeria is a ticking time bomb. And they said the truth. And let me tell you, all the governors, senators, every politician in Biafra land, their life is not. And you are there, still holding us hostage. Our leader said we are 7 cents a hot. We are just looking forward 20 of June to give Trump the highest respect. They can't stop us with coronavirus. Come. And if they try to stop us, that's 20 June. Any moment from now, anything they do in Biafra land, the back of it will explode. And that's the end. And let me tell you, every nation in this world, go to Isaiah chapter 60, verse 11 and 12. Any nation that does not support Biafra will be destroyed. Somebody was just speaking in the phone, monitoring mirror that is going to every monitoring mirror that they use to monitor them. And this monitoring the mouth of their use. And this pastor realized that there is a mirror that can be used to monitor somebody. Then you say you will use their own mouth and break the mirror so that my people will be free. Because they have not cut ahead. They got the head of, okay, you want to make them to feel her. After you must have gathered that mirror, which you are going to bring for them, we will not them to bring it, even if they have to 2,000 in number. Who knows where you have taken that mirror to come and give them to collect their bullshit. But the truth remains that Biafra, because every Biafra is all over the world. We will teach these people, guys, when it will start, the whole world will know that we are Biafra. It's not you know who much is there. To go to Kabia, can the journey on one another, can I open an own to follow diet. That I know, God, what the hell am I job for? No, to Biafra, or that's only because we go to sheep of the land. We must get our life.
Thank you very much. Of course, there is no two ways about it. Biafrans across the globe must sit tight. They are doing a lot of things. AK-47 is just a distraction compared to what they are doing to us. Can you hear me? Caller on the line. Caller on the line. Good evening from here. Your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening from here, my brother. My name is Mazi Okemiri Eberechuku Okike Abiyama. I am reporting from Enyimba City in Abia Province. Asawana, my brother, I just want to greet my people here in Nnamdi Kanu. Do you remember in the time of Elijah, there was a lady who was pushing Elijah all around the whole city, trying to see her, and then by Jezebel. Due to the fear of the Jezebel, Elijah decided to go away, not to be saved by Jezebel. He was reconnected to heaven by Pharaoh. Now, it happened again that Elijah has to come again as a John the Baptist. He was inside the wilderness shouting, "Repent and make ways for the Lord to come." Until the Lord come. See,
I will advise you to move away from that radio.
And okay, Master Onyibe, I continue. And this lady, that was a lady who was on that seat, who the king told her daughter to dance, that whatever that happened on the banquet that he's going to do for her. A lady told the daughter to go and get the head of the baptism. Now, the same future has come again in the time of Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu is now shouting the wilderness, telling them, a lady is busy now monitoring her about, and that is Queen Elizabeth. Due to our people does not believe in a recollection, they do not know who the Savior is. But I would like to let them to understand that what they are dancing for, they know that it's the dance of the Spirit. That when we talk about Biafra, we are serious about Biafra because Biafra is the ancient, and we must go back to the ancestral worship. On the days of the ancestors, the stone was talking, the rivers was talking, the leaf was talking, everything was working in Biafra life. Then how can somebody tell me that now they have received religion? Where my father told them they should stay here and do their oka. What is oka? Trouble. Somebody will tell me that he believes in oka, all oka, house of trouble. That means you're a trouble to the future of the leaders of tomorrow. But don't worry, my brother. The lions have awake. And we are telling them that we will make sure that we deal with them one after the other. I got a hog. Only mbata I got a go. Iju hala nega akute mbata I got a go. Let them know that Okagu won't wear so when you go up Opatago. Okagu was an Agayanko. How am I getting her? But we tell them that we will go to have risen, and the rescuing of Israel have risen. Long live Israel, long live Biafra, long live IPOB, long live Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, long live.
Thank you very much. We must continue of Biafra. Our people must understand. AK-47 is part of the killing tools, but make no mistake about it, the most deadliest of it all is the it ties your hand. If you go and talk to your governors, the ones that are listening, and say, let's do this, they will say, my hands are tied. If you go to your Igwe and tell them, this killing of our people, do something, it say, my hands are tied. Wherever you go to talk to people who are supposed to protect you, your senators, all of them, they keep saying the same thing, my hands are tied. Our hands are tied. Who tied their hand? Who tied their hand? Now you know. Call on WhatsApp. Good evening from here. Call on WhatsApp.
Hello?
Good evening from here.
Okay.
Turn down the volume of your radio set.
Hello, good evening.
Go ahead, please.
Okay, good morning, Master Onyibe from here. I'm speaking from Hong Kong. My name is Chukwudu from Obibi, Ochasolo, province Biafra land. Master Onyibe, what I really wanted to contribute is a little outside your topic. That was a few days ago, and I was surfing through the internet, and I saw Master Magnus Oraka. He made a video, and that video was just a kind of a short video. The broadcast his usual way of making these videos about Biafra, about the ethnicities, and about all this compass and the nomenclature, you know, all the other kind of stuff that we used to make. But what I became too surprised about was I could remember how I came to know this Master Oraka. It was his divisive statement he made sometime way back that made IPOB members and Biafras in general. I mean, a lot of people really talked to him, attacked him, and that was where he came to limelight. And the people were asking him, I think it's better he should join IPOB or something like that. And later, so many people called him, important personalities. They called him, they talked to him, and so on and so forth. Later, he subsided, and gradually, he started coming closer to what we are doing. But this few days ago, the video that Oraka made was very divisive. And I personally, I wrote him, I commented to him. I said, look, bro Oraka, I think it is better that you stop doing any other, all this your broadcast. You better stop it. Because you are more dividing our people. You are more causing problem than you thinking that you are solving the problem more. You are selling us out, thinking that you are. In fact, to me, I believe that something is behind the things that you are doing. I could remember him sending me or replying me, asking me what do I really mean. And I expatiated again to him that the videos that you are doing is very, very diverse, is dividing us, is causing a lot of problems to us. Now, I listened to the sister that spoke very good, and I listened to so many other people that have spoken so far. Then everybody is dwelling and dealing in the issue about the Funalis or the authority of the day, the way they are dealing with the Biafran, the way they are trying to destroy us and destroy everything that we are made of. So many people calling from outside Nigeria, those that is in Nigeria, everybody is calling, enumerating, talking about what we are going through as Biafrans in the hands of this Nigerian authority. Instead of Mazi Oraka to always key in and do or say, as people are saying, speak about this evil going on, Mazi Oraka will always be thinking that coming to tell us about Niger Delta, Southeast and South and compass and nomenclature will be the problem. Will be the things that will solve the problems that we are having. But what pissed me off most that made me to write him or to reply him in that particular broadcast of 2 days ago was when he literally spoke here about IPOB and even our director, Mas Namda. He was even saying every time Biafra will come. Is that how Biafra will come? Invariably or the other way around, referring to our director. And making it known that probably IPOB is trying to lure everybody to come into IPOB, that he himself over his dead body, that cannot happen. So actually, I later went, after a day or 2 days, I was to save that particular broadcast and then resend it through a system or bring it back to Facebook so that I will enumerate or I will now, let people to know the kind of divisive statement Mazi Oraka is making. Unfortunately, I never knew that Mazi Oraka has been that particular broadcast. It was not found in Facebook. It was deleted out from Facebook. Even the comments that people comment, I couldn't find anything. So why I just decided to call in this in Radio Biafra Extra, because I have the time to call now to make I am pleading to Mazi Oraka.
I beg, Mazi, don't plead here to him. Please, more Mazi Oraka, come up from my Niger Delta. More idiot, come up. We need more criticism. Why are you pleading to him? Don't you know they are teaching our people? Don't you know they are teaching our people? I am the Nigerian National Coordinator and the African Rep. I gave a testimony about Oraka. But some people are saying, no, it's a Niger Delta. Let us carry a Niger Delta. Don't go there. I will get angry. More idiot come out from Niger Delta. Am I not a Niger Delta? Don't beg him here. We want more idiots. How are we going to know the people who will match with us? He says he's begging him. I beg you, preach more hatred for Niger Delta. Preach more hatred. Let us see how it goes. How will you know if we are genuine looking for what we are looking for? You are pleading to him. As what? Have you seen him mention Biafra or Mazen and can accept to criticize them? Don't let me give him publicity. Just talk what you want to talk and leave it. You are pleading to him. Pleading to who?
We have so many.
You want me to open line now so that his village people will hear him? He's in Jos there yapping. Why don't he come to his place now? I beg you change the topic, make I no go give him a coronavirus. You know the mercy for him. I beg you, make we go the next chapter. Don't you listen to people? Don't you listen to people? You think Nigeria is interested in you when you are talking of Niger Delta? Today I was in Osisioma. I saw a crowd of people. They were blocking the road. Army was there. They were doing all manner of things. And somebody say, these people get muzzle. These people, they jijao. I showed the person. I said, see them, they are carrying Nigerian flag. Fulani don't nothing. Once it's Nigerian flag, you can kill everybody, do anything. Fulani Boko Haram army will not talk to you. The person say it's true, it's true. Let me tell you, my brother, we know what we are doing. Many people will come. All of us are suspects. But any leg where you bring come will follow you. It's a matter of time. You will struggle. You will struggle. But you will die at the end of the day. If all these things don't come out, how will you know what we are doing? Let me tell you a story that my father told me. He said when Animal was in a meeting, Animal Kingdom, and then they say, who will lead us in prayer? Touches, he said, I will lead us in prayer. And they asked Touches to lead the Animal Kingdom in prayer. And Touches started praying, oh Lord, let there be problem in our midst. Oh Lord, let there be confusion. Let us fight one another. Lion, everybody start beating Touches. Why are you going to pray like this? We are supposed to pray for long life and prosperity. Touches say, but you should not have been, you should not beat me up. Try and find out why I made that prayer. And they say, okay, yeah, tell us. He said, if we don't have prayer, we will not know who loves us. If all this internal crisis does not erupt, we don't know who we really are. Our leader, is he our leader because why is he our leader? He has been tested, he has been tried, he has been proven. Everybody running their mouth against him, they will join him. That is the power of the light. You cannot defeat it. I beg, leave all those people. Can he convert one person? Go and look at all his videos. He's preaching Igbo unity, Igbo unity. And they are ravaging his village. I beg. You think say when Okowa they say they are killing Delta people, you think say now about then they kill, then they be idiot. When you Okowa they say they are killing Delta people, you think say now about then they kill, they be idiot. If you do anyhow for Abo, we show you anyhow. They be idiot. We know they do gra. When you talk about we know they do gra. If you come to our place and do anyhow, you see anyhow. Now their places then they kill. You know they come broadcast now. They don't chase all of them for village. They say they are begging him. Begging which idiot? Who is that idiot? Don't you know if my father even mess up against this struggle, we respond to him?